the artwork in for Electricity, the first record that we put up, it had the artwork was inspired by the musical notation that you guys used when you were starting. Is that something you still use today?
We don't really need to use it anymore because now that you've got computers, the computers themselves will store the way that you write the music. You write it as you create it. But I mean, in the early days, well, we couldn't play, let alone read or write music. I mean, it really was, the whole thing was made up from scratch right down to the actual inability to play. But yeah, we would we arranged the ideas of sort of dots and dashes. It was sort of like a simple sort of braille, really, and that's what we put on the sleeve. But we still can't read or write normal manuscript music, and probably couldn't even actually make sense out of the electricity sleeve anymore because we forgot how that worked. Yeah, but that's how we did it. Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so you mentioned like new technologies to create music. Is this something that you adapted or adopted?
I think, as Paul said, it was really important to us. As teenagers, we wanted to do something different. A lot of kids used to use music to define who they are. The haircut, the clothes, and the music was how you defined who you were going to be, which tribe you were part of. And we wanted to do something that we considered to be totally new, going to be the future. And obviously, utilising electronics to us seemed like it was going to be the future. And I guess in the same way that maybe the advent of cheap electronic guitars in the 50s created rock and roll, the advent of cheap synthesizers allowed bands like us to start. Because once we got fed up with Paul making these machines that kept breaking down, the first synthesizer we bought was actually from my mother's mail order catalogue. It was $7.76 for 36 weeks. That's how we could afford it out of our dole money. That's how kids like us could actually get their hands on a synthesizer. I mean, it made some pretty ugly noises, but put it through another echo unit, it was okay.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Well, history of one. History of one, yeah. The song History of one. Yeah, History of one Part 1 is, I love playing the song live. I mean, Tomorrow Night is the most energetic song to play live, but it's really about, a typical OMD song in the sense that it's about something mad. It's about the Big Bang. It's about the end of the world. And if this whole universe collapses, will there be another Big Bang?
It's been 30 years, but I've seen you guys on stage, and Andy's an energizer bunny on stage.
Totally, yeah. He's a lunatic.
So, any recipe for keeping this type of energy still alive to this very day?
Well, I think for us now, I think the fact that we stopped for a while, and then we stopped for 10 years. So, but we didn't stop making music. We didn't stop doing things in the industry. We just stopped OMD for a bit. But when we started it up again, we had a whole new enthusiasm and an energy to really make OMD back on the map again. And I think if we hadn't had that break, I think OMD probably would have may have just kind of peaked and gone away. I think because we've approached it with a whole new energy, and we were so excited about recording again and playing live again, that I think that kind of energy was reflected in the album. I think it sounds quite fresh, even though we've used kind of a palette of sound probably from our past. But I still think it sounds quite modern and fresh. And live, we just approach it with a whole new energy now.
Congrats, a chance to ask about listening for.
Listening for? Wow, no one here is going to know listening for.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, really?
So, can you share something about
well, when OMD stopped for a while, I wanted to start a label in Liverpool to help Liverpool bands, basically. So we decided to launch. We thought we need something to launch the label. And Mal, oh gosh, I see the record over here. I've got one. That's amazing. Yeah, so people do know it. Okay, so because Mal and Martin and I had written quite a lot of songs that we hadn't used for anything. They were just on the shelf. And we thought, hey, why don't we just put a record together out of all these songs? And then we got excited about it. And I really like the Listening Pool album. I think there's some lovely tracks on it.
Okay, so I'm running out of time. Can you give us a message to all your Filipino fans?
Hello everyone, I'm Paul from OMD. We're so happy to be here. It's taken us 33 years, but better late than never. Thank you for all your support over the years, and I hope a lot of you can come to the show and experience OMD live, because it is an experience.